All right, so hello everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to our first Zoom meal.
So it's our first 랜선 회식.
Yay.
So what did you guys bring to this dinner time? I bring 전. It's like a Korean pizza, Korean pancake. And the next one is 장조림, like this.
Beef with the soy sauce.
Yeah. Soy sauce with, kind of spicy one.
I brought a bottle of wine, which
Mhm.
we typically would have with a Thanksgiving meal.
Oh.
A big piece of pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin.
Oh, very lucky to find that.
The makings of a salad, except for the gochu. We probably would not have gochu. And corn, cranberry jelly, stuffing made with cornbread, celery, and onion. And of course, mashed potato and gravy. And of course, turkey.
Oh.
Oh.
And what else? We'd have maybe a little pumpkin. I couldn't find a orange pumpkin. And maybe a candle burning, maybe a glass of beer. And that's what I'm having.
Looks so good. Wow.
So what kind of meal is that? What traditional holiday?
Oh, this is a Thanksgiving meal. Typically what we'd have at our Thanksgiving in November, fourth Thursday.
I think it's the fourth one. This is the last one in
The
general.
last Thursday in November, where our families would all get together. That would be a typical Thanksgiving meal. Maybe some other things for other pies, sometimes a cooked goose or ham, but mostly turkey.
Oh.
And that, I think, goes back to the first Thanksgivings, where there were many wild turkeys in the northeast of the United States.
Pie looked so good.
What about you, 정아? What did you prepare?
I brought 갈비찜, and it's traditional food for Chuseok. You see?
Oh, I also see pumpkin.
Yeah,
Is it-
there's pumpkin.
Yeah.
And I picked it up near my house.
Ah.
And other food with soup.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
And what's galbi-jim? What's in it?
Yes. Pumpkin and noodle, thick noodle, mushroom, potato, beef, rice cake.
Yeah, I prepared for desserts during Chuseok. And for the drink, this is called 식혜. And under you can see some rice here. It's sweet. And this is 송편. It's a rice cake, and there is some sesame inside. Sesame or red bean or bean. We can choose one of them. And this is 곶감, dried persimmon. This is also sweet. I think every desserts in the world are sweet.
Okay. What about Mark?
Very nice. So these are all traditional Chuseok foods, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So to go along with the Thanksgiving theme that we had, I first went out and got some autumn blend because it's the fall season. So I like coffee, and I went to go out. By the way, this is pumpkin. It came as beans, which is a little harder to prepare. So I have this, which is called a Java press. And then how do you make the coffee from there? I have something called an AeroPress. I'm going to show you how I prepare coffee. It's not a very simple process. You have to get your AeroPress, a Java press, and your coffee beans. Okay, now comes the grinding process. This takes a while. Maybe 2 minutes. So just go like this. And start your timer. And then I fill it up to the top. Stir it again and wait for 2 minutes. Okay, you put the cap on, and I have a metal filter. It works quite well, and it brings in some of the oils from the coffee. Now here comes the scary part. You have to flip it over, and then press, AeroPress. Once you hear that sound at the end, you're finished. Let's fill it up to the top. If you want it to be stronger, use less water. And this is how you can enjoy fresh coffee at home anytime. It's good to give you really good high quality coffee with a single serve. So you don't have to have a big giant machine for it if you're only one person. So I got some coffee here to be ready for that.
Okay.
And also, you can't have Thanksgiving without the wine. So I got some wine as well,
Yeah.
which
Ooh.
we'll enjoy
With a bird.
later with a bird. Oh yeah, because yeah, you have to have the bird with the bird. But also, one thing that's really, really important for the fall is usually pumpkin flavored things. So not my bird pumpkin, but pumpkin flavored things. So when you go to Starbucks, I try to get the Starbucks pumpkin spice latte, which they don't really have in Korea. So I also happen to have pumpkin ale,
Okay.
All right.
which is really, really good. And one last thing, another fall holiday is Rosh Hashanah, which is actually today, which is a Jewish holiday for the new year. So same as everyone wants 2020 to be over, you know, Jews want 2020 to be over as soon as possible as well. So they had the new year, and the way they usually celebrate it is you have some apple, sliced apple, and you put honey on it. And that's to have a sweet new year.
Ooh.
So this is a very typical Jewish thing you're gonna have for Rosh Hashanah. So happy sweet new year, everyone.
Oh,
Wow.
Happy Chuseok.
Like honey on apple. I have to
Yeah,
try
it actually comes out really good. I recommend that you try it. It's really good. It's really sweet.
it. Okay, so let's start eating. Let's start mukbang. It's quite weird.
잘
잘
먹겠습니다.
Enjoy your meal.
Enjoy your meal.
everyone.
Enjoy your meal.
하나, 둘, 셋. 짠.
Cheers.
And
What is the biggest different one in behavior manner in Korean and American?
I think the biggest difference is for Americans, Thanksgiving, anytime, they have their own plate and nobody touches their plate and nobody's going to share food.
There's a bit of an exception for that for Thanksgiving. There's one big thing that you take and put onto your plate, but then once it's on your plate, it's yours. So that's true. Korea has much more of a food sharing culture. A lot of times when you go out to like restaurants, you can't sit down unless you have like a group or at least another person. In America, that's very rare. That almost never happens.
Like in Korea, sharing food and sharing things are really common.
Another big difference is we don't have all the side dishes, the banchan.
Yeah.
We don't have, when I first came to Korea, I thought it was very strange because all the vegetables were cold.
Oh,
나물.
나물.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not hot vegetables, all cold.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you like it or not? 냉면.
At At first, it was a little strange. Now I've gotten used to it and like it.
I think in America there is not many cold food, so they are not used to eating. Mm.
When you go to a restaurant and when you want to pay, in Korea we usually pay at the front door, but do you call the waitress to take your bill or you pay at the door?
Yeah, in America, usually they'll come back at the end, or you wave it over and say, "Check, please," and then they'll bring the bill to your table. You never go up near the front. That's very rare. Some places will have that, but it's pretty rare in general to see it.
And you tip or not?
Oh, always. You have to tip.
Oh, how many per person you have to pay?
15% is like considered like the minimum.
Mm-hmm.
The minimum to be nice for like okay service. If you really like them, you can go up to like 20 or 25.
Oh.
Yeah, it depends. I almost forgot that when I visited last time. I was like, oh yeah, we have to pay. And then the taxes are after as well.
I much prefer Korea, no tipping. I really like that.
Oh, have you paid the tip in Korean?
Sometimes on the American base, it's kind of people expect a tip, but outside the base, no.
One more thing I want to mention is when you go to Korean restaurants or Korean meals, everyone sits on the floor. That's something I just absolutely can't do.
I have hard time sitting on the floor. Legs don't work. I don't know if there's a problem with me. Maybe.
I think you're normal. I think floor sitters have the problem.
What is your favorite American food or any food which is popular in your state, like Florida or?
Florida is known for key lime pie.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't seen that before? It's like a very tart pie with like lime on it, and it's like sweet and tangy and sour at the same time. Creamy, tastes amazing. I really, really, really miss key lime pie. I have not been able to find it anywhere in Korea yet.
Oh no.
The Koreans, they're like, wow, I want to taste it. Oh, it looks so amazing. Yeah, please make it. I want to taste it too. Much.
So good. So good.
Oh, like how much is the pie?
How much does it cost?
Hmm.
Regular price.
I think in Korea, pies are really expensive.
Yeah.
Very.
Pies and cakes are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why you guys don't tip because everything's pretty expensive.
What about just common grocery thing like a meat?
Way cheaper in America in the stores for like wine, for meats, for regular foods, for cereal, for everything. Like oranges. I'm from Florida. You can get oranges, you can get kiwis, you can get avocado. It grows outside. It's inside. But in Korea, you have to spend so much.
Yeah, that's true.
Shockingly.
Fruits are
But
really
I love E-Mart.
Yeah. Oh, one different thing though is Korea has a lot of those traditional markets.
Oh, yeah.
So things are cheaper there and a lot of interesting stuff to see.
And one thing, when I live in Europe, I could buy individual fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that in America too. Yeah. You could put that like in a little bag and you could put as many as you want and they weigh it for you. You can do that. But in Korea, yeah, usually it's one pack.
I think we have 1 minute left.
Happy
Oh,
Chuseok.
Happy Chuseok!
Happy Rosh Hashanah.
And
Oh.
오, 서울대!
Perfect.
Yay!
Yeah. So everyone enjoy your dinners. And have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye!
Bye.